Hello there guys, this is Chronic Gamer here and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video. Today I got to tell you something guys. I tried recording this video previously and for some reason Adobe Audition didn't record my voice properly. It only recorded like 20 seconds of it. And me not wanting to throw away all this footage, wanted to do a voiceover. So I'm going to try and remember everything that I did in the video and I'm going to try and say it in the voiceover. I'm not sure, I've never done a voiceover like this before. In fact, I've never done a voiceover in my life. So let's see how it goes. I wrote a list, I wrote a list down on my whiteboard of what I was going to do in the video, so hopefully that's just sort of remind me of what I'm doing in the video. Minecraft episode 2, make an animal farm, make a mine near the house, find iron and other important materials, make iron tools, and try to find diamond. Obviously, I'm not going to get that done all in one video, but the things I did manage to get done was I found a mine, I think, and I made a nerd pole near it so I could find it, and I made an animal farm. I made a farm with cows. And I think I found a bit of iron, I'm not sure, but let's see as we go into the game. You guys may notice that my voice sounds a lot nicer, crisper and cleaner, and a bit bassier. That's because I'm using a virtual audio cable, and I'm also using, what's it called, I can't remember, a voice meter. It's a software that edits your voice on the fly, edits your voice, the audio of your voice on the fly, or any other audio on the fly, like without having to edit it all after. It does it whilst you're talking live. It's just pretty cool. So I managed to find this blacksmith in the last video, as well as the village, and I was sort of trying to make it into like a little outpost. I'm not sure. I think I was trying to make it into like a little temporary house until I've made my own house. And free chest, which is also cool. So I can't remember. I was building a crafting table, wasn't I? There we go. And I was also going to make a vegetable farm as well. I vaguely remember saying that I was going to make a vegetable farm. Well, I don't really need to make a vegetable farm, but I said if I ever needed to make one, then I could sort of nick the crops from the actual village itself and use them in my own one, and that would be a pretty good idea, because then I won't be a fraud and taking the village's farm or whatever. I'll be making my own one. It'll be my own one. Okay, so as you see, I blew up the well, it wasn't me, it was the creeper. I will defend myself on that. It was the creeper. Blew up the house and I had to patch it up. Gave up halfway through, placed a bit of dirt, and got attacked by a spider viciously. That spider was absolutely malicious, and there's a zombie with a spade, because that happens quite often. Jim's just walking around with a spade. They don't give a cat. They don't care in the world. They don't have a care for the world. Just walking around. Don't know what they're doing with it. There's a cactus there, and I can't remember what I was doing here. I think I was trying to get some wood to lay the foundations down of the house that I was going to build. Because I said on my list that I was going to make a mine near the house, and obviously I haven't got a house yet. So I was going to build a house. I was using, I think it's the acacia wood in the savannah biome I was using actually. I also very cheekily nicked the fencing from this house that I'm currently in. And oh, there's a nice spider that I sincerely killed with all the kindness that I could possibly give something that I'm going to kill. I can't remember what else I was going to do. Oh my god. That's it. I was going to make a mine, wasn't I? I found quite, a decently expansive, cave, and so far, it looks, from what I've seen, it looks quite expansive. I'm not sure, because sometimes it can lead you down into like two separate sort of tunnels, and you go down one tunnel, it goes quite far and then it ends, and then you come back up, you're like, oh okay, it's fine, I don't really mind, I got like another tunnel I can go through. But then you find out that that's just a dead end, like a couple of like 10 or 10, 20, like even 30 blocks in, and you're like, ah damn it, it's just a dead end, god damn. And yeah, so that's not the, oh my god, zombie party over there. They're enjoying the crap out of that house. I think they got a bit too excited with the booze. Maybe someone lit a cigarette and they all set fire to themselves. But nobody cares now because they're all dead. I think later on in the video I see a bunch of zombies in the house. I'm not sure whether I say anything. I don't think I say anything about it. But I'm like thinking in my head, what the hell are they doing in there? But later I realise. So, apparently I have coal for days, and my inventory about 32. Oh, one more thing I was going to say was that, I will be getting a game called No Man's Sky. If you haven't heard about it, you've been living under a rock, or you've heard about it and forgotten about the name because you don't want to ruin the game for yourself early on. Thought I heard someone behind me then. Very strange, you know, on your own and in your room alone, and it's night time and your light's on and your curtains are open. It's quite freaky. I'm not gonna lie, especially when you've got headphones on, you can't hit anything around you. It's very, very, very creepy to say the least. I could turn my headphones off actually. Not using it at the moment. Thought I'd turn my speakers off as well. If you guys don't know, well, I think you do know, I just told you earlier, but I'm using Adobe Audition to record my voice, and it's got the adaptive noise reduction on there. It is the best noise reduction feature I've seen in a recording software, like a voice recording software. I think I'm trying to make fences here, except I make a fence gate. Although I need it already, it's not what I need at that point in time. But of course I make it anyway, don't I? Because I'm stupid. I don't know, I think, what? Did I make two? I don't know. Oh no, because I needed to make one to put on the fence, on the pen that I was going to keep the cows in. Because I was going to make a cow farm, wasn't I? It's like a murder mystery. You have to find out all the clues from the murder to find out what has actually happened. Because I can't remember anything in the video that I did. So, based on the evidence that I'm getting given in the video, I am sort of piecing together what I can remember. It's quite, yeah, I'm not going to say that. That's the worst sort of way to put it, I guess. But yeah, it's sort of a bit like that, or not. But I sort of, shut at me. All right. But yeah, I will be getting No Man's Sky, and I will be playing that pretty soon. I'm trying to rack some money up to go and get it, but of course, not the most important thing. I've got a few appointments to go to and stuff like that. But of course, it would be nice to have. I've been watching the Rad Brad play it quite a lot on the YouTube channel. Every episode that he releases is like it's like your mum calling down to you saying, "Callum, you got cake?" And I'm like, yes. It's as if it's the most interesting thing that's happened in that day. Here's me trying to lure the cows. Of course, the sheep in a second will try and join in the party, but a sheep being a sheep and it being different from a cow, I sort of discriminate and nearly kill it. I beat the crap out of it, you see. I sort of feel bad, a bit of discrimination, maybe a bit of racism towards sheep, but he's not part of the cow species. So a pig looks just then. He's not interested because he's just seen what the sheep has just been given. A right good hiding, and he just doesn't want anything to do with it. Look, he's gone into the tall grass to hide. I think he's come out to peek. Oh, has he come out to peek? No, he's trying to make out that he's not peeking, but he actually is. You guys can tell he is. Right, here's me trying to lure a bunch of cows into a 1-block space, which I seem to find difficult. Because then I realise that cows do fit through there. and then I scrambled to close the gate. So I was just gonna swear then, but so the idiots can't get out. Yeah, that sounds a little bit less explicit. Right. Repopulation. Repopulate. Oh god. Repopulation. It's not as if there wasn't enough cows in the world already, but I guess when you really want, I'm going to shut up now because I'm about to say something highly inappropriate. Trees. I like trees. Apparently, I find it difficult to. I think it's in about the next 5-10 minutes. I find it difficult to realise that you can't plant trees on sand. Just saying. I think it's now. I need some acacia saplings because if I need more of that type of wood and I decide to leave the area, then I won't have any bloody acacia saplings or something like that. And then I try to plant it on sand and I'm like, oh yeah, I can't plant it on sand, can I? Yeah, pretty obvious because sand doesn't really have that much nutrition. It's just silicon. Or I might be saying that wrong, but it's just powdered glass. I just say it's not. I probably sound like a complete retard right now, but glass is made from sand. I think. Yeah, it is. If you melt sand down and you do some things to it, which I cannot be asked to go into detail into because I don't know anything about it and I might come off as stupid. Yeah, I've got the acacia saplings now. I think it's in a second. Here's the cave I was talking about. Yeah. It doesn't really go very far down. I don't think I collected the iron. I may have collected the iron. I might just be being stupid here, but I'm not sure whether I did or not. I think I didn't. I actually think I did, but I don't care. I placed a nerd poll because I am, of course, a nerd, and every person that plays Minecraft is a nerd, making me a nerd. A lot of nerds in that sentence. Right, moving on. I move on to this cave, and as I was talking about a second ago, when you find like 2 different tunnels into a cave, one goes quite far down, and then you just find out it's a dead end. But when you go into the other one, it goes down about like 10-20 blocks, and then you're like, this looks like a very nice cave. You get to the bottom and it's dead end, and you're like, Christ's sake, I wasted 10 seconds of my life. Oh my god, that 10 seconds of life could be more. I can go towards more important things like scratching my nose. I actually didn't do any fishing in this video. Speaking of fishing, I'm going fishing tomorrow with my father. I think I am anyway, if he's not hurting too much. Fishing for some tench or some perch, depending on whether whatever fishing method I prefer to do. Quite a nice lake, hidden away. You're gonna laugh at this, but the company that owns it is called ISIS. I know. Don't comment in the video. I go to ISIS sometimes. I've joined. Well, I want to join. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. It sounds too controversial. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up right now. It's a gravel pit company, and it's named after the company that dug the gravel. Basically, they turn them into artificial lakes, and then they put fish in them and vegetation in them, and then basically turn into lakes, and people can fish at them, which is quite cool actually. They make double the profit. Me and my dad was talking about it quite a while ago. They make double the profit than they usually make, and here's me trying to do math and I sound like a smart ass on the video because it's quite funny actually. I pretend to be a smart ass on the video, but pretending I know lots of maths, which I don't. I'm counting on the go, trying to pretend I can multitask and do maths at the same time, which, in case you didn't know, is, of course, wrong. I am terrible at maths. I probably got, like, a Z on my exam paper, which I'm not happy about. But, all jokes aside, the actual math teacher did not teach us any of what it was in the exam, and I'm not just saying that because, I think I didn't concentrate enough, but because I genuinely didn't get taught any of those things. I'm gonna get embarrassed when I say this, but I'm actually in the lowest set there is. If you don't know what a set is how experienced you are at maths and how good you are. what your skill level is, I guess, and they put you in different sets I can't speak today. Determined on how skilled you are at that subject, and I was in the lowest one. Shameful to say, but we was learning stuff like I don't know what the hell it was, but in the exam it had this thing where you're trying to work out it had a square root symbol on a triangle. I'm not sure what the hell that is, and it had a bunch of stuff. I don't even know. I can't even remember. That's how important it was to me. I was actually really annoyed in the exam. During the exam, I was like, what the hell is this crap? Literally, less than a quarter of it, not even a quarter of it, half of a quarter of half of a quarter of the stuff I learned was in there. That was how bad it was. Half a quarter of the stuff I learned. And I was probably exaggerating there, but it was actually probably lower than that, not even joking. And here's me not concentrating on where I'm placing my saplings, obviously, because if I place them too close, obviously they'll collide with each other and cause the space-time continuum to collapse in on itself. As you guys know, it's a bit of a nightmare, without exaggeration put into the sentence. It's a bit of a nightmare to get rid of all of the leaves and all of the wood, because usually you just can't be bothered. You just got more important things to do with your 5 minutes that it takes to get rid of all the wood from one big bundled up tree. As you know from early days of Minecraft with bundled oak trees. That was a real pain in the butthole, and it still is with jungle trees and that. When you find like really big oak trees that have like loads of branches, they're a pain in the ass to cut down, especially when you make your house there and you really need wood and you can't be asked to go to another biome. Excuse me. That's when you get lazy and you just dig a few blocks of the tree, and you're not happy with it how it looks. And to save time, what I do is when I'm playing with my brothers and my sisters, I just put a sign on there saying the grand tree must not cut down. It is wisdom filled, and it will help you. It will just help you. It's like the god of Minecraft, basically. That's how I can avoid cutting the whole tree down. That's how lazy I am. Even when I want to collect the wood and I need the wood for something, I don't even bother doing it. That's how lazy I am. I actually start digging wood out of my own house just to sort of fulfill my wood needs. That's how lazy I am. Just digging pieces of my house out. That's just the laziest you can possibly get. And at this point, I was too stupid enough to realise that there was a creeper in the way, and I actually got blown up. As you can see here, I died. It wasn't actually the creeper that killed me. It was the 4 damage. Oh, here's my house. It was the 4 damage from the blast that sent me up into the air that I fell down, and the last 2 hearts I was on, it just killed me. And then here's me retardedly trying to find my house. I think I cut here. My talking might go on for a long time, so I'm just gonna do like a false outro, like so I could pretend to do an outro, so I can sort of, if the video goes on, if my voice goes on longer than the actual video itself, if the voice goes on longer than the actual video itself, I can just go towards that part of the video, where I did that part of the voice recording where I did my false ending and actually end the video there. It's just me being lazy. I probably should have cut the video up in Sony Vegas before doing this, so I actually had more of an idea how to actually do it. I'm gonna cut to. I'm trying to click to a part. Yeah, there we go. I'm trying to click to a part where I'm not on the pause screen. Here's me trying to find my actual way back. Obviously, I have no idea where my house was. I had to search it up on my phone on my previous episode, actually, that I uploaded to YouTube. And I think I actually talked about how bad the quality was. Me going off topic, as I usually do. I think I was talking about how bad the quality was on my other video. and I think that was because my you have to, when you're using the Elgato, let's tell you a little story here. With the Elgato, you have to have your PS4 set to the same resolution, or your Xbox One, whatever console you play. You have to have your PS4 or Xbox One, or any other console you play, set to the resolution that your Elgato is recording at. And I changed the resolution of my Elgato to 1080p, and my PS4 resolution is still at 720p. And I was recording 1080p at 720p, and I think it was stretching the pixels, so it looked a lot blurrier. It didn't look good, as you guys could tell. It looked like 240p. That's how bad it was. Oh god. But it should be better on this because on this video, because I think I'm adding color correction. I haven't actually edited, as I'm talking, I haven't actually edited the video yet. I'm just talking. I've literally got the video up on my screen now as I'm watching it, so I know when to talk and what to say. That's I would say quite a clever way of doing it, but I haven't actually cut the video up. And here's me realising that heaven has rained upon me face, as I realised that I found the village that I died at before just a second ago. Happiness has rained upon me, literally, because it is literally raining. And here's me thinking I'm going to get deaded by a spider on my way there. The dread that sank into my gut then was terrible. But, as you guys know, it is the most painful thing to die of a spider. Because you know they're friendly at daytime. This probably isn't, what I'm about to say probably doesn't make a lot of sense to you guys, because I'm not very good with words, just say that. I haven't got a low IQ or anything. My IQ's fine, I'm very smart. But I'm not very good with putting words together to make it sound sense making. Exactly my point. I can't put words together to make them sound as if they make sense. That's it. I worded it properly this time. Here's all my stuff. Here's me realising that I found all my stuff. And probably I was going to say something, but it sounded too rude. Probably peed myself. Yeah, with excitement, with happiness. You know, the stuff that people usually do. I hope. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, remember to leave a like and a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out, and it shows me that you guys enjoy the content, and you want more of it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Goodbye.